Hello there guys, welcome back to another episode of E&Ftv. Today we're at the Doubletree by Hilton Angel Kings Cross. Huge thanks to Russell and the team at Clarent Hospitality for hosting us today. It's going to be a fantastic day. We're going to be looking at metrics and measurements within this session. This is actually part 6 of our M&E revenue management journey, and it's going to be hosted by Danielle. It's a really exciting one today because this is going to be a deep dive session where we're going to be getting commitment from the industry as a collective to drive that positive change. There's going to be some interactive sessions, and we're also going to be hearing from delegates at the end about what they felt about the day and what they experienced and what they thought. So take a look at the property. We're going to get started, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Absolutely loved it. What a great room of people. There was such good energy. I was made to feel so welcome. There was some great old familiar faces as well as meeting new people, which was absolutely brilliant. I've just loved it. Main takeaways for me is that there's a group of people that want to actually make a change in how we measure metrics in the industry. And I think we're all on the same page. And although people have got different opinions, I think we all agreed on some fundamental things that we actually think we can take to market, and we were given the sort of rein to speak. No comment was silly, and it was just a really good audience to be able to share what we all think. It was great.
So my first M&E commercial meeting that I went in today, I must say, really enjoyed the day. I think there's a lot of takeaways and a lot of value of being in the room with venues that are in hotels that are a lot more M&E focused, that potentially some of the luxury properties in London are. So actually taking a lot of the tips from how to look at M&E from a more commercial sense and data-led sense is very useful to me, something I can take away back to my own property and potentially to the wider community of directors of revenue and revenue managers in London. Overall, particularly enjoyed agreeing on the KPIs that we're going to use as an industry moving forward. I think there's a big need in aligning what we all do, what we all measure, and also agreeing on benchmarking tools, because benchmarking, I think, is still not quite where we want it to be in meetings and events, as well as the rooms are. So I think some work to be done there more from all of us. But today I really felt like we moved the needle a bit more towards where we need to be. So yeah, overall, brilliant day, and I can't wait for the next meeting.
So first of all, it's been a fantastic day. I think it's been great to sit down and talk with people from all across the industry, not just in hotels, but in stadiums and large venues, small venues. And I think it's really important that when we're thinking about M&E, we are considering all of those different sectors, especially when we're talking about benchmarking, because everybody has different things that's really important to them. And I think that what we got out of today was the opportunity to really set what those standards are and begin to move forward in how we can all work together, looking at our venues against the comp set. And really, I think it's all about building that network, and I think that's probably one of the most important things that have come out of today, I think.
Guys, what an amazing day it's been for the Edwards & Finn Commercial Leadership Meeting, all based around M&E revenue management, and this one was the metrics session, hosted by Danielle Ravencroft. Danielle, again, if you're watching this at this point, thank you so much again. You were absolutely brilliant today. The interaction, the engagement, the discussion, the discovery, it was all just amazing to watch. And as I'm sure if you were in the room today, you'll know that, as I said at the end of the meeting, Heather would be incredibly proud of where we're at now. And Heather, again, if you're watching at this stage, hello, and I can't wait to catch up with you on everything. What an amazing day it's been. It really has. I think the journey that we've been on since March 2023 to where we are now, where we're actually implementing change, and that commitment is there from the industry, and we're pushing things forward. So we've gone past the discussion and sort of recommendation stage, and we're now in the stage of we're getting things done. And that's what's really exciting for everybody around the table. It's been an interactive one today, in fact, because we've had Post-its flying everywhere. We've had obviously presentations from everybody with their various subjects. And again, from everybody in the room, it looked like everyone was actually having a lot of fun as well, which is always nice to see with obviously round tables like this. Sometimes they're very formal, but this one was a lot of fun. So I want to say a massive thank you again to Danielle. I want to say a massive thank you to Russell and Clarent Hospitality, and of course, the team here at Doubletree by Hilton Angel Kings Cross. You've been amazing. You've made us feel very special, and the weather was gorgeous today. I'm sure you may have seen that on previous footage, but honestly, being outside, having a bit of food with everybody has just been lovely in this afternoon in this beautiful weather. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for tuning into this week's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We try to bring you content every single week. And to do that, we need a really great community around us. So please do click that subscribe button and help us grow. We can't wait to go into the next sort of phase, which is all around tech. And that meeting will be in September of this year, where we will gather a collective of tech leaders that are going to be presenting where we're actually at in terms of the tech space for M&E optimization. And then who knows where we go after that. But I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for tuning into this week's episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.